Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Samba Sense, and welcome back to another video. So, in today's video, we're going to be reviewing Parfum de Marley Layton. So, this is a very popular fragrance. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know it. It is very beautiful. We're going to talk about how it smells, the notes, the performance, and where should you use it. So let's get into it. So how does it smell? Well, let's spray it and first of all, it smells very warm, very spicy, and you have that sweet undertone. So mixed in, it's very warm spicy, really warm spicy. It's like it's a pie. I know you've heard this a lot of times. People say this smells like an apple pie, and to be honest, it's true because it is very warm, spicy, and you have vanilla and you have some florals. It's very fresh, but at the same time, very warm, spicy, and sweet. And this is why it is so popular, and this is why a lot of people like Parfum de Marly Layton. So now let's look at the notes together. In the top, we have apple, lavender, bergamot, and mandarin orange. So off the top, it is somewhat fresh. Even though the top notes are very fresh, there's still some warm spiciness behind it. So it is not as fresh as the top notes suggest, but yeah, off the top it is fresh and sweet. Then in the middle you have geranium, violet, and jasmine. So in the middle, in the heart, you have some florals to give it some aroma. And then in the base, very concentrated base, you have vanilla, cardamom, sandalwood, pepper, patchouli, and guaiac wood. So in the base, it is very woody, very spicy, and vanillic because of that vanilla. And it is creamy thanks to that sandalwood. So off the top, it is going to be fresh, sweet already because of that apple and somewhat that mandarin orange and bergamot. Then in the middle is going to be more floral with that geranium, violet, and jasmine trio. Then in the base, then you have that warm spiciness with that cardamom, with that pepper, and then you have some woods and the vanilla that just, it's like the cherry on the top, gives it a nice dose of sweetness. With that being said, when should you wear this and where exactly? So this is a little bit tricky. It's a tricky question because technically you can wear this all season because first of all, the notes are fresh, then you have some flowers, and then you have a sweet and woody and warm spicy base, but you have some fresh notes. So technically you can wear this during spring and summer. Yes and no. Spring, yes, you can, because spring and fall are like transition seasons. So you go either from cold to hot or from hot to cold. So you can pretty much wear fragrances that are winter fragrances and summer fragrances during these two seasons. So it is appropriate for spring because spring you transition from cold to hot. So you can still wear some warm and spicy notes like you would during the winter, but you can mix it up with some fresh notes that you would use during summer. So those notes are going to be like lemon, bergamot, some citrus, some flowers, some, you know what I mean. So fresh notes, so you can balance these two. So that's why you can wear this during spring, but according to a lot of people, this is not appropriate for summer, which I can totally understand because the base of this fragrance is so heavy on that woodiness and that sweetness and that warm spiciness that it's almost like not wearable during summer. But to be honest, You can wear this during the summer, but not during the day. Wear it during the night, because then it would be more appropriate than wearing it during a hot summer day, because the night it's gonna be a little bit frisky, chilly, so you can use that warm spiciness to warm you up. But other than that, it is a pretty much a all season. So fall and winter are the two best seasons to use this fragrance, because it's gonna be cold and this is a warm spicy apple pie bomb, so it is perfect for that. And especially close to the Christmas season, you want to smell like Christmas, and this is I'm not gonna say like it's a Christmas in a bottle, but it's close to it. You have that warm spiciness, that 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 vibe from the apple pie, and you're gathering with your family eating a warm and sweet pie or something else, a cake. So this is perfect for it. Now let's talk about performance. Well, I think my bottle doesn't have a batch code. Maybe you guys can say if there is a batch code or not, but I don't think there is. Maybe on the box. So anyways, depending on your batch code, so if your batch code is old, the older it is, the better it is, because the performance is better, since the new formulations are always watered down, and it is unfortunate because of that. Well, the performance is worse. Now if you have an older batch, then the performance will be crazy. You're gonna get around like 9, 10, 11, 12 plus hours of longevity. Then the projection is also going to be strong. But if you have a newer batch like myself, because this came in the new box packaging, not the old one with the stripes, this came in like the plain box with just Layton written on it. So since this is new, I can tell you guys that it is not as performing as the older batches. This lasts for me like 8-9 hours rather than like 10 to 12 hours, which is like 2 hours less. It is not that much, but still, for the price you're paying, a niche fragrance like this one, you expect a higher quality and higher performance. And also it applies the same to the projection. It doesn't project as much as the old batches. This projects more as like a moderate slash strong, but not strong like the older batches. But to be honest, it's good. Okay, I don't need this fragrance to be like super projecting anyways, so moderate slash strong is perfect for me. Now, as you may know, this fragrance, Parfum de Marly Layton, is the best beginner friendly niche fragrance, because it is mass appealing and very easy to like and wear. As like other niche fragrances, well, they tend to be more hard to not just wear, but they smell very different. They're not targeted for the mass audience. They're not meant to be mass appealing, because niche fragrances are made around creativity rather than mass appealing factor. But this one is like you're taking the creativity and the mass appealing factors and combine them together, and it gives you Layton. So it is very easy to like, very easy to wear, and a lot of people liked it actually. So it is a great compliment getter also. It is quite expensive, but to be honest, it is worth it, and you can get it at discounters. So if you really like this scent, go get it, or just go try it if you haven't. Now, my persona that I attribute to this fragrance is like anyone. To be honest, this is a unisex fragrance, but I see it more male than female. But females can also wear this fragrance, because I asked some people, and about 50% of the people I asked, they told me, is this a female perfume? And in my head I was furious. I was like, what the hell, man? I just paid 250, 300, and they dare to say, is this a female perfume? They, bro, because some people, this to their nose is pretty basic. Okay, not pretty basic. And yeah, that's the mass appealing factor. So it still has creativity, but some people just say, oh, it smells great, but not like phenomenal, which is understandable. But yeah, so this can be unisex, but I see it more as a male wearing this fragrance. So this can be worn by young adults, young females, grown-ups, anyone really. Doesn't have an age category, age range. It is safe for everybody. You can wear this during the winter. So how I portray it is, I'm gonna use a man, young adult, dressed up, not too much, just casually for the winter. He has a dress shirt, then he has a wool coat because it's cold outside, there's snow. He's elegant, not too much, but just casually, and he's going to a dinner with his family or a reunion with his friends in a restaurant or something like that. Something very cozy, very warm, yet elegant. So this is the persona I attribute to this fragrance. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Bye.